Like seriously, I don't know how I'm going to position this video, but I just wanted to come in here to inform you guys that Minister of Immigration has announced today that there will be a rise in terms of proof of fund for international students. What's up, Breakfast family? Welcome back to another interesting video. If you're new to my channel or this is your very first time you're coming across this channel, hi, how are you doing? My name is Wendy. In this channel, I talk about how you can migrate to Canada, things that would definitely help you in terms of your journey moving into Canada and also settle seamlessly with your family. If this sounds really interesting or this is the type of video you have been searching for, do not forget you are in the right channel, and don't forget to click on the subscribe button, turn on your post notification. In that way you are not going to miss any of my upload, and remember to give this video a like, comment down below, and also share with your friends and family. One person or two out there might definitely be looking for this type of information, and by sharing it with them, you are doing them a whole lot of good. For my returning and old viewers, I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for your massive support. Thank you for all your love, and I do see your share, as in the way you guys have been sharing my video. I sincerely appreciate you all. Okay, so let's delve right into today's video. So today being 7th of December, it was announced by Minister of Immigration, Refugee and Citizenship that there is going to be a rise in terms of the proof of fund that students are coming from outside of Canada, that is international students. The proof of fund is going to be increased come next year, 2024. Right? And the reason behind that are part of the things that we are going to be looking into in today's video. I'm not really sure how I'm feeling about this whole news, because I have a lot of subscribers that really want to move into Canada through study route, but I want to believe that the reason behind this, it has not yet been implemented, but it has been announced that it's going to take effect by next year, being January 2024. However, I believe that the reason behind it might be for the benefit of the international students, just to make sure that everybody that is moving into Canada, you have enough fund that will take care of you and your family. All right, family, before we delve into the video, I have a quote here from the Honorable Miller, Minister of Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship, and he said, "International students provide significant cultural, social, and economic benefits to their communities, but they have also faced challenges navigating life in Canada. We are revising the cost of living threshold so that international students understand the true cost of living here. This measure is key to their success in Canada. We are also exploring options to ensure that students find adequate housing. Though these long overdue changes will protect international students from financially vulnerable situations and exploitation." So this is from the Minister of Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship, like I said, and we are going to be into more detail. So like I mentioned, this is from Government of Canada website, and look at the caption right here: reversed requirements to better protect international students. I mentioned that this might be for the good of international students, but we're going to quickly check to see more information around this. Okay, like I said, this was released today, being 7th of December, and Canada is a top destination of international students thanks to our high quality educational institutions, our welcoming, diverse society, and the opportunity for some to work or immigrate permanently after graduation. While international students have contributed to life on campuses and innovation across the country, they have also experienced some serious challenges. Guys, can you see? Such as finding adequate housing as they pursue their studies in Canada. So like I mentioned, I believe that this might be for the good of all the international students that are moving into Canada, just to make sure that they have enough fund that will take care of them. right, while they are still studying in Canada. One thing I will tell you is that Canada is very peaceful, and they love the fact that you migrate here as an immigrant. They would like you to be very comfortable. So it wouldn't be okay for the international students to move into Canada and they don't have enough housing, they don't have enough things that will help them in terms of pursuing their career. If you're an international student or you're planning on moving to Canada, just calm down, okay? The Honorable Mark Miller, Minister of Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship, announced today that starting January 1st, 2024, the cost of living financial requirement for student permit applicants will be raised so that international students are financially prepared for life in Canada. Moving forward, this threshold will be adjusted each year when Statistics Canada updates the low income cutoff, which is LICO. LICO represents the minimum income necessary to ensure that an individual does not have to spend greater than average portion of income on necessities. So, like I mentioned, you guys have seen that the reason behind that is to make sure that any international student that is coming into Canada is financially capable to take care of their livelihood, things that they are doing, maybe their housing and also feeding as well. All right. The cost of living requirement for study permit applicants has not changed since the early 2000s, when it was set at 10,000 for a single applicant, such as the financial requirement hasn't kept up with the cost of living over time. For 2024, a single applicant will need to show they have 20,635 Canadian dollars, representing 75% of low income cutoff. That is the proof of fund. So that means you have to prove or show a proof that you have up to 20,635 Canadian dollars for you to be able to come to Canada as an international student. Okay. In addition to this first year of tuition and travel costs, this change will apply to new study permit application received on or after January 1st, 2024. So, guys, if you know that you have gotten an admission in Canada and this is going to be taking effect from January 1st, 2024, while this will help prevent student vulnerability and exploitation, we recognize that the impact of the change could vary depending on the applicant. Next year, in collaboration with partners, we intend to implement targeted pilots that will take new ideas aimed at helping underrepresented cohorts of international students pursue their studies in Canada. So they still have plans for international students. Today's announcement follows important reforms to the International Student Program announced on October 27th, 2023, regarding the development of a new framework to recognize learning institutions that provide top quality services and support, including housing to international students. We expect learning institutions to only accept the number of students that they can provide adequate support for, including housing options. In welcoming international students, we have a responsibility to make sure that students are supported when they come to our country. Ahead of the September 2024 semester, we are prepared to take necessary measures, including limiting visas, to ensure that designated learning institutions provide adequate and sufficient student support as part of the academic experience. In order to achieve these results, it is imperative to work together with provincial and territorial governments, learning institutions, and other education stakeholders so we can ensure international students are set up for success in Canada. Minister Miller also provided an update on 3 temporary policy affecting international students that we are all set to expire at the end of 2023, including the following, right? The waiver on the 20-hour per week limit on the number of hours international students are allowed to work off campus while class is in session will be extended to April 30th, 2024. Good news. International students already in Canada, as well as applicants who have already submitted an application for a study permit as of December 7th, 2023, will be able to work off campus more than 20 hours per week until that time. We continue to explain options for this policy in the future, such as expanding off-campus work hours for international students to 30 hours per week while classes is in session. The waiver for international students to work 20 hours per week is now being extended till April 30th, 2024. But if you have already submitted your application for a study permit as of December 7th, 2023, you will be able to work off campus more than 20 hours until the April 30th, 2024. So that means you are still within the range. But once it gets to April 30th, 2024, then it's gonna stop. Okay, the facilitative measure that has allowed international students to count time spent studying online towards the length of a future post-graduation work permit, as long as it constitutes less than 50% of the program of study, will continue to be in place for students who begin a study program before September 1, 2024. This measure will no longer apply to students who begin a study program on or after that date. Okay, distance learning facilitation measures were first implemented in 2020 in response to travel restrictions during the pandemic and were reduced in scope in September 2022. At this point, the vast majority of international students are studying in person in Canada. Okay, in response to labor market disruptions during the pandemic and post-pandemic recovery, a temporary policy was introduced on 3 occasions to provide an additional 18-month work permit to postgraduate work permit holders as their initial work permit was expiring, right? So I could remember I made a video on this regarding to extension of work permit for postgraduate work permit student holders. That means if your postgraduate work permit is expiring, they can extend it to 18 months before it will expire. Okay, foreign nationals with a postgraduate work permit expiring up to December 31st, 2023 remain eligible to apply. However, this temporary policy will not be extended further. So that means this is not going to be extended further. It's going to be ending in December 31st, 2023. Meaning that before you allow your work permit to expire, you need to apply for it. And that is why I keep informing people that I will advise someone not to go for 1 year study. It's always good to go with 2 years. I'm going to make an extensive video about that, okay? And let me know if you guys want to see that video. Okay, we value the significant social, cultural, and economic benefits that international students bring to Canada. And for those benefits to continue, we must tackle issues that have made some students vulnerable and have challenged the integrity of the international student program. With the long overdue increase to the cost of living threshold, students arriving in Canada will be on a stronger financial footing as they begin their studies. Okay, All right, guys, you have seen this, and I believe that this will be a great information for you out there, or you have someone that is trying to study in Canada, or maybe the person have started his or her application. It would be nice you share this video with them, and I will try to leave the link in the description box. I'm not sure if come 2024 January, if there is going to be any change in terms of the decision. It has not been implemented yet, but this has already been announced that come 2024 January 1st, there will be an increase of proof of fund for international students, okay, from 10,000 Canadian dollars to 20,000 Canadian dollars plus. Okay, so this will be a good one for us to cut it here. And if you have watched till this very moment, I honestly appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching till this time. And if you have any question, or there is something you need to find out, drop it in the comment box below, or you can chat me up in our Telegram group, and I will definitely be there to chat and interact with you all. Stay blessed, stay safe till I come your way next time. Bye.